What? We're about to go live at the Progressive Action Rally.
Hearse. See the hearse? We got a hearse in front of two bro. We got a hearse in front of two bro. You know how serious that is? Huh? Putting that right in front of everybody. Alright.
Oh yes, take the one on top. We work for so we want to bring awareness to
I'm so happy you guys.
Yeah.
Here's my change. We are the change.
Be in front of two bro and something
have a good day.
positive. Whenever we go in this building, it's something negative.
That's right.
We're here for positivity today. The MTA must understand that we don't come to work to get beat up on. Kenny, hold up that sign. The MTA respond to tweets of workers assaulting us. They don't care about us. There's nothing that they can tell, nothing that they can do. They can do something, but they're not going to do it. This is our second year out here, and nothing didn't change. In fact, they started answering more to assaults on us on social media. These people make $100,000 a year to answer people threatening us without addressing the assault.
They didn't hear you. Say it again.
This is what the MTA waiting for.
That's right.
They're waiting for one of us to end up in there, to come to our funeral, console our family for 2 weeks, and then disappear and go back to their family. Johnson, where are you? Oh, you can give me. Oh, you got the live. Let me get the obituary. Everybody got an obituary and prayer cards?
Yes.
take this one forward.
In all reality, we should be spending our off days with our family, but we got to spend our off days to make our employer take assault serious on us. It's very, very embarrassing. Unfortunately, Tony Herbert couldn't be with us today. He's very sick. I'm gonna read the prayer of comfort in the back, and then I'm gonna have my boy Jason read the obituary. Lord, I thank you for this job and the blessings it provides. May you watch over me this day and keep me safe from harm. Create in me a willing spirit and happy heart. Grant me the ambition to work hard and give me the strength to finish what I have started. May my hands always be prepared to help lighten another's load. And finally, Lord, remind me that the quality of my work is a reflection of you to those around me. Amen.
Amen.
Jason, come read this obituary, please. Jason Norris is a train operator, B Division.
MTA frontline employees sacrifice more than just time away from their families
Jamal.
to provide valuable service to the people of New York City. They're also getting their asses kicked while doing so. According to TWU Local 100, an assault on an MTA worker happens every 36 hours, and on an average, that's about 243 assaults per year. MTA workers get spit on, punched, fondled, and even objects thrown at them, amongst other things. Not only are workers subject to physical assaults, but verbal ones as well. These assaults also aren't discriminatory. Pregnant women are subject to this reality also. The MTA and even our own union, TWU Local 100, have stood idle as the assaults continue to rise on this workforce. Not one televised print public service announcement, not one subway promotion, a subway in which the MTA controls. The MTA bosses don't have anything to worry about when it comes to their safety. Their workplace is fully protected with armed and unarmed security. When they're in the public, they don't wear any MTA paraphernalia and they are pretty much unidentifiable. Frontline workers don't have this benefit. We are asking the MTA and TWU Local 100 to be proactive instead of reactive. Are they waiting for one of us to get killed? Are they waiting for one of us to seriously get injured? MTA Local 100, please do your part in stopping these assaults. None of us come to work to get beat up.
Where's our union? Where's the union?
Where is my boy Jonathan Hart?
Right here.
Come up to the casket.
They work here. I don't need that. Let's join the PBA. They protect their workers. Hello. I want to say, brothers and sisters, friends, co-workers, neighbors, New York City, look at this coffin. You know every rule that's written in our rule book is based on a person that has died or been maimed. Ask any manager from New York City Transit and they will tell you that these rules are based on somebody that died. Why is it that this day and age that we have to wait for somebody to die before we take an active role in protecting our members? It is shameful that this union today takes a seat on management's side.
That's right, Spank. That's right. Tell them.
We're all members in good standing. We pay our due.
Yes.
We were there for the strike, some of us, and we made sure that we were on that line and we didn't cross it. Why? So we can have them come and say, yeah, well, we won't honor a safety rule that's already on the books until somebody dies? Is that what we need again in this city?
No.
No. It is shameful to say, as a public employee, that I can't speak out for a brother that had died on his job because of the neglect of the New York City Transit Authority. When I came into this company in 1997, there was a push, an agenda to eradicate all wood that was on the catwalk throughout the entire system. What happened to that? Why didn't they continue to go forward with that? They failed. They failed, and that's what should have been said. People get hurt on this job. It has nothing to do with the way they look, the way they are. It has to do with this job and them providing a safe working environment for us. Why is it so shameful that my union that I pay for, my represented elected officials and appointed officials, that they take the side of the governor? While protecting the governor, they're throwing the mayor under the bus. I really don't care about Mayor de Blasio for this city, what he does. What I do care about is the relationship between my union and Governor Cuomo. Governor Cuomo, I want to ask you a question. I want to know, how is it that you can justify the millions and millions of dollars that you expend every year on sexual harassment, security awareness, safety in the workplace, respect for workplace behavior, but yet this company that you forced to stay by these guidelines and learn, they don't follow anything. They're a company in denial, just like my management of the union and this company. What we need to do is take a new look at this. We need to have new leadership for our union to take a stance for us. How is it that Andy Byford, you go and claim in the paper that we just published out 2 weeks ago, in the chief, that workers shouldn't be brought up on disciplinary charges for the fact that they bring safety issues forward? We have employees at Linden Shop that have been brought before arbitration for disciplinary action for a safety issue. That's not the place for that. Safety is non-negotiable. We got to understand safety is what our union is supposed to fight for. We need to take this forward. There are many cases that right here, across on the other side of this building, labor relations is an animal that takes advantage of the workforce because of the relationship that the union has with upper management.
Talk about it.
Say right? Progressive.
Action.
Progressive.
Action.
We need a change. We need to take this issue on seriously. We need to understand that the New Yorkers in this city need to understand the job that we do is dangerous each and every day. But we don't have anybody eloquent enough to speak on our behalf. That's why I vote for Tramell Thompson for the next union president. And I want you all to know something. I got time on this job. I got time on the job, but let's be real. Let's be real about this. Each and every one of you that work for this company, you know in your hearts that there's a problem here. And we need to take this issue seriously. What are we going to do? We got to get involved. For y'all at home, for y'all that are working today, that you couldn't make it down here, I want you to know. I'm speaking to that camera right there on New York 1, and I hope they don't cut nothing out of it, because I want them to know. Listen, we support you. We stand by you. We want you to know that we're going to fight for everything that you need and deserve, a safe working environment. We want to elect new administration. Why? Because of that relationship. Governor Cuomo, you know what this means? This means solidarity. This means that the fingers of the fist together stand as one. I got another question for you, Governor Cuomo. How is it that you preach all this stuff with all the corruption that's going on in our government, but yet the Department of Labor seems to forget their role in this industry as PESH, the public employees? I believe it's Eileen Franco, Raynard Keynes, some people here, Doreen Boatswain, the Department of System Safety here. They come out and they tell you when you claim a safety issue that you're wrong.
Yes, sir.
When they bring out the rules that we have that are taught to us at the school that protect us on the trackway, they go, no, we don't want to follow them today.
That's right.
What do? We come down here to this kangaroo court that the union's running. We need to stop this nonsense.
Yeah.
I want to thank y'all today for coming down here and being out here in the rain. Again, brothers and sisters, people in New York, my co-workers, lend me your ear.
Round of applause for Mr. Hart. That came from his heart, actually. For those who don't know, this is our second year doing this. And people say, why would you put a casket in front of MTA headquarters 2 Broadway? The MTA do not take assaults on us serious. They sit up there and they told me they do, but action, where I'm from, action speaks louder than words. I haven't seen not one action of how they take assault serious. Just this Monday, a conductor had his safety glasses lens punched out, unprovoked attack. What the public don't know is that we follow the rules. We follow the rules that they make. If the public don't like something, then you come here and punch one of their lights out. Don't punch our lights out, because we don't come to work to get beat up. We don't come to work to be punching bags. I made this clear last year, and nothing has changed. You would think that Local 100 would have been out here to support and say, hey, what resources do you need? This is a serious issue. You need any printing, you need anything? They didn't say anything. Where's your union? That's a good question. They probably upstairs. Who knows? Chilling, right? Now you got Mr. Andy Murphy, nice guy, met him. Now he told me, when I meet the MTA bosses, I say, yo, let me take a picture with you. Just to humanize them, because people are afraid of these bosses. Whenever you think about 2 Broadway, ask any member about 2 Broadway. This is plantation justice. You see my shirt? We here for something positive today for once. And every worker here that work upstairs, they know the culture here. Y'all know the culture here. And let me tell you what's funny. Some of these guys in suits are MTA police. We came here in peace. You see how easy it is for them to protect themselves? Like we was coming here to start trouble? But we can't get protection for ourselves when we out there in the field? We can't get an ounce of protection out there in the field. Last week I had a lunch arbitration. They packed the room with me with MTA bosses. The lawyer said, oh, we partners with the union. I said, I know that's right. Because you damn sure ain't partners with us. Not partners with us. How can we fight? How can we beg our MT like, why I'm in arbitration to take y'all for lunch? I can't eat lunch during my day? That's unsafe. You telling pregnant women they can't eat all day. You telling diabetics they can't eat all day. Do that sound right? If we was really partners, you wouldn't have took me to arbitration for that. You would have pulled me to the side and said, hey, let's try to fix these issues. Instead, they want to take me through this kangaroo court, a fake show, pack the room with bosses with me like it's going to intimidate me, and then for an arbitrator to probably say, well, hey, you know, it's contractual, you can't get lunch. Who bargains away their lunch? That's illegal. That's illegal. What labor department? Everything is against us. The governor runs everything. You go to the Department of Human Rights, that's a state agency. Everything is a state agency. You go to what's that, EOC down the block, they kicking it back. Nobody don't want to take these cases. So we forced to do what we gotta do. Where's our union at? It's 45, they like to brag. It's 43,000. It's X amount of this, it's X amount of that. But where are we at? Why are we letting the MTA get away with destroying us? This is not slavery. This is 2018. Telling workers we can't eat lunch. Oh, you got a grown man and women. You got to take a comfort, but you got to choose between eating and use the bathroom.
Right, service.
Any of y'all workers in 2 Broadway got to choose between eating and use the bathroom? We do. We do. Matter of fact, they on their lunch break right now watching us. I mean, it's so sad. People think when I came to this job, I said, man, I got me a great job. A year into this job, I said there's no way possible that we could be treated like this. But I think that there's a coincidence. New York City Transit is 77% minorities. We already know the culture of America with minorities. And this company is showing me no different. No different. Long Island Railroad discipline, they derail trains over there. They get in 15 days. Derail a train in New York City Transit and see you be up for, not even demotion, you'll probably be fired. You'll be fired. They opening up trains, they open up train cars with no platform. Reprimands. Let me do that here. 30 days they start in that 30 days. Nothing less. I need an MTA boss to explain that to me. Why the minority part of the agency get the most discipline, but the Caucasian side don't? And when you come to me, show me facts, numbers, because I got y'all numbers. These is y'all numbers. I didn't know it was a 77% minority workforce until I looked up y'all stuff. It's definitely a coincidence here. And these assaults is definitely serious. When I leave my house in the morning, I expect to come back the same way that I left. That's not happening. Assaults happen according to Local 100. Every 36 hours there's an assault. Why isn't this broadcasted in the media? Why don't if the MTA got a whole bunch of advertisement space on the buses, the subways, everywhere, not one is about us, to humanize us. Why the MTA not taking responsibility for what they're doing? Why don't they tell the public that, you know what, it's not our frontline workers' fault, it's our fault. But what we do, when they like the obituary said, when they come into the system, they're in a nice suit, no MTA paraphernalia on, hear the customers complaining, don't say anything, don't identify themselves. Who slept with the brunt of it? The bus drivers, the cleaners, the conductors, the train operators. In Florida, a police officer died for being spit on. You know how often we get spit on?
Somebody said something on the gas speak out. Sister Avenue story. On the Echo, on the Eli, got spit on. They just want to train them.
And I'm going to make it clear. Somebody assault me, I'm assaulting them back. That's clear. I don't care about getting fired. I'm going to defend myself. We going to play by certain rules. You touch me, I'm touching you back. I'm not coming here, I get assaulted, then I'm treated like I'm the criminal. You know what, you got to go to 248 to go sit there for 10 days. to prove your assault, to make sure you get your differential pay. What kind of business is that? The MTA should be very embarrassed of themselves. Andy Byford, like I said, nice guy. I asked him to take a picture with me. He said, Tramel, you too political. Too political? I'm speaking about the issues here. What's political about that? You should embrace me. I want the same change that you want. We all want that change, correct? Yeah, we all want that change, right? What is it going to take? This is our second year. Every time I turn on the news, female conductor punched in the face, conductor this, bus driver that. Just, what is it, like 2 months ago, a track worker died because of politics. Nothing else but politics. As soon as he died, that next day, Byford ordered fiberglass railings to go in them tunnels. That should have been done. Why did it take a death for that to happen? The MTA must start being proactive and reactive. None of us belong in here before our time because of this job. None of us. I'm tired of my sisters who's pregnant on the job telling say, Tramel, I didn't get a lunch break today. The dispatcher's pushing me out. A pregnant female. You're not only hurting her, you're hurting her infant. What is this?
It's wrong. They have no integrity. They don't care.
Oh, that's another one. Women having to express milk in bathroom stalls. How many women here are expressing milk in bathroom stalls in 2 Broadway? Nobody. Dispatchers making women express milk in bathroom stalls. Let me ask y'all a question. Would you drink a gallon of milk that say this cow milk was expressed in a bathroom stall? None of y'all would. You see how nasty that is? But y'all practice service before safety. Y'all practice surface before humanity. Service ain't everything. Y'all gotta learn how to balance this out. It's a shame I gotta spend my audio here in front of a casket to get a message to you guys. Why? Because my union told the MTA bosses not to communicate with me no more. I have been a gentleman this whole time. This whole time. Just graduated college. Doing the whole, got a newborn son. I don't want to spend my time like this. This is embarrassing. I got to do this to my agency. We should be working together. What's the issues here? Y'all know I'm outspoken. Y'all know I know the issues. Why nobody ain't called me for a meeting? You know what they do? Oh, go through your union. Why I got to go through my union? Because you control them? You can't control me. I want what's right for us. Local 100.
We are
Local 100.
Local 100.
Who we are.
Who we are.
Mighty, mighty union.
Mighty, mighty union.
Reach for the stars.
Reach for the stars.
We not here to play, man. After today, I'm looking for some positive action from the people in MTA. Positive. Reach out to us. Y'all got my email. Y'all in my Facebook group stalking. Y'all know how to reach us. I'm tired. I shouldn't have to go to Twitter to get you guys' attention so you guys won't be embarrassed. I would rather email you guys. You guys don't want to answer emails. I don't contact y'all to say, hey, let's go have lunch at Nebraska Steakhouse. I don't say that. I call y'all for issues. I don't call it to be friends. We should be cordial. We should be friends. But it's like y'all treat us as enemies. Look at that. Look at this sign right here. I had to blow it up. A person threatened us on Twitter. And the MTA was more worried about the train and the location. Where you at? I got on Twitter so quick and added the MTA and said, all the tweets you ignore every day. And even the tweets of mine you ignore. You go answer this man who blatantly threatened us. About 30 minutes later, they said, you know what, you're right. We shouldn't have answered that. We take threats on employees serious. You guys make too much money, 6 figures, for a little $60,000 guy to be coming up with the master plans. I think y'all should put me in this building if I'm coming up with the master plans. What y'all getting paid to do? How am I outthinking you guys? This is y'all job to outthink me. How am I outthinking y'all? Got 1,000 things to do. How y'all outthinking the guy from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn? How y'all outthinking me? Y'all get paid for this.
They don't work the system.
They don't want to work the system. Everything is covered up.
You don't work it, you don't know nothing about it. Right? We work it.
And then you know what? It's not enough of us in there. They hire these people because of their college degrees. Oh, you got this nice, pretty degree. Oh, you got that nice, pretty degree. You doing this and you doing that. They don't know this system. This system is unique. In order to know this system, you have to work it. Because when you go up there and they reading them they data, the data don't tell the full story, only tell them numbers. It don't tell them what we go through every day. Verbal abuse is assault too.
Say it. That's right.
How many times, I know how many times somebody called me the N-word. I have to ignore it. Especially someone that's not my race, that burns me up inside. But what can I do about it?
Come on, Jamel.
What can I do about it?
Say it.
I'm supposed to just take it. I'm supposed to just take it. Every day I feel like every other day I get called a nigga. Because I have to keep my train on time, so I don't have to hear my dispatcher mouth at the end of the line.
Did you lose your time?
This is the thing too. The MTA hold us to the highest standard, but they put nothing out there for the public. They don't tell the public how to act. Public coming out there with pit bulls, peacocks.
Say it to them.
They had a shop on the train.
Say it to them.
How do you have a shop on it? The public is doing whatever they want. They say we hit them with doors. How we hit y'all with doors?
Stand clear.
They don't know what that means. I got a suggestion. I think the MTA, they need to bring back MTA police. People who's really gonna take police in this system back serious. They need MTA police back. We need the public need to start getting fined and know the rules and regulations of this system. Only thing the MTA care about is the fare box. They collect all these billions of dollars for us and then squander the money. When it's time for a contract time, oh, no money. 10 days later after the contract, $1 billion found in somebody's drawer.
Hey, ho,
I heard it.
some workers gotta go.
I hear the giggles because y'all know that it's true. And I know even some of you workers in 2 Broadway who's not bosses, y'all relate to me. And y'all should be on this side. Instead of looking at me like I'm the show, y'all should be on this side with us.
Say it, Jamel.
Because y'all understand what it is.
Say it, Jamel.
We all supposed to be one. We all, this ain't whistle blowing. This is being, look, and I tell y'all, I'm not no Republican, I'm not no Democrat, I'm not no liberal. I'm a realist. I believe in everything that's real. Everybody, Republicans say some real things, Democrats say some real things, liberals say some real things. I subscribe to what's real. And these assaults is real, and it has to stop today. That's it.
Assaults on workers gotta go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, assaults on workers got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, assaults on workers got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, assaults on workers got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, assaults on workers got to go. And this is a new conductor here, very new, less than 2 years. I want him to share some of his experience of what he see down here. Because you had, how much years you got, Hart? 21 years. I only got 4 years. In my first year here, I knew that we needed some serious change. I knew something was wrong. But I want y'all to hear from a few other people of their experiences working here. It's very important. I just want to know, how come we can't get a cop on the NYPD on the train when we call for it? Our address is our address. Anyone here who calls, who said 2 Broadway, they here already. But any address, J Street, Macy's on 34th Street. If you call the police, say someone's been assaulted, they there. Why can't we call control and say we need help? What they tell us?
Single in route.
What they tell us? They
Keep the
say
train
single
moving.
route, which basically means take 2 aspirins and call us in the morning. We see nothing. And this is affecting the riot in public as well. When we need help and we call for help, we need the help. But it ain't the NYPD. The reality is they want to keep the train moving. You call at West 4th Street, you don't get NYPD till you get to Jamaica Center.
Damn.
And I'm not trying to be funny here, that's a fact. And I'm saying this, forget the workforce. I'm talking about the public. People come to us and say we need help. There's some people in the back smoking marijuana. There's somebody spitting, saying racial epithets to somebody, assaulting somebody.
and we call control. 1613, Fifth Avenue Echo, Delta, whatever, and no one comes. And I'm gonna tell you, as a professional, I'm kind of embarrassed, and I feel bad for the riding public because they don't know. They think we're sleeping on the job. And from my perspective, all this is pay and punishment. I think the motto is, give them, y'all get paid, y'all took the civil servant test, do your job and shut up. I think that's the reality here.
Right.
And listen, let's be real, this is the greatest city in the world. Transit, with all this problem, is the greatest transportation system in the world. And we deserve better. All we're saying is, help us help the public. Help us help you, so you don't get these tweets. We need safety. We need people. Somebody got spit on yesterday. He did his job. I wouldn't have went back. I went to hospital. The man, God bless him, he completed his tour. And this thing's all the time. You know how it is to sit there and see something going on? Not to mention that if we try to intercede, they tell us to take the fetus position. We can't do anything. We get arrested for assault. Trying to protect our riding public. And this is crazy. And it got to be, I don't know, listen, y'all went to school, you earned your degree, get your money. But we all work for the MTA. We all got that red tag, that red badge. We all ride these buses for free, the Long Island River and all that. We're supposed to be a cohesive unit. It's supposed to be some empathy, not just for the public, but for your workforce. You got mothers, you got grandfathers, you got dedicated employees. People who, we here on the RDOs. You got people who don't call out sick. You know why I don't call out sick? I don't want to leave nobody on the hook. People come here and work hard. They work hard, and this is the hardest. This is the hardest 100,000 on this side in New York.
Preach it, brother.
This
Preach
is a hard 100.
Preach it. Let them know.
And these brothers are working. Some of these guys don't see their families. Some of us live in Pennsylvania and sleep with relatives on the weekend. Can't afford to live here. That's what we should be telling de Blasio about. Affordable housing.
Not de Blasio.
Not Como. Let Como get a pass? Come on. We all work here. We all trying to feed our families. We all dedicated. We ain't grunts. We grunts. We just get up and do your job. Get up and do your job and shut up. All this is pay and punishment. You get paid and you get punished for little infraction. You can, and the thing is, all right, you want to punish the bad people? Punish them. But the good folks you can have a sterling sparkling record, and they try to take you off the street. And they do it with extreme prejudice, too. They do it with condescension. They do it with just utter contempt. And we all work for the MTA. We ain't here, nobody here is saying anything about money. We talking about saying we don't want to be here. Everybody deserves to go home. These officers here, the postal service, everybody deserves to go home to their family. That's your right. Yes. That's your right. Yes. All we asking y'all to do, and we call for police, have them there. That's it. And then when y'all want to move, this is the crazy thing. The public wants to get home, right? But somebody's sick. We got called. We got to get the EMTs. We got to get the police. We got to take badge numbers. And then you got people, the public, saying, why ain't we moving? Oh, then they get real nasty, calling his name. And we just trying to help them. All we trying to do is serve the public and do our job. We all love money, but we got professionals here. We're in the rain right now. We're trying to do our jobs and feed our families, and we shouldn't be penalized for that. So I want to thank you, Tremel, future president.
Yes.
And I want to hear, in the Como Local 100, the union has abandoned us.
That's right.
This man wouldn't be here if the union was doing the job. He wouldn't exist. There was a void here. There was an issue here. And this man, look at him. This guy works out. He got a degree in psychology. He don't have to be here. All of us here, he can ignore this. Everybody here does their job. We got to. They on us like that. If you don't do your job, you get the hook. They on us. Matter of fact, y'all don't know. We don't point, and you can point 50,000 times. It happens. You know point. You're out of there. But they're not rewarding you for doing your job. Ain't no bonuses. Ain't no rewards for doing your job. All punishment. No recognition. What happened? Where's the positive reinforcement? Ain't none of that. And it got to stop. Everybody, listen. Everybody here, do your jobs. We got to do our jobs. You better do our jobs. But do your job. Do your job. This is the greatest city in the world. Act like it. Thank you, future president, for giving me a few moments.
I don't want to hold y'all up too much further, but this assault issue is very serious. We don't want to start no war. Only thing we here for is to tell the MTA and our union, please start taking assault serious.
Safety issues.
Definitely safety issues. Like this track work is being brought up right now for banging in safety issues, and the MTA is trying to punish them. You know, safety first. Safety first. Biden was just in the chief last week talking about safety come before service. He's preaching that, but that's not the truth. That's not what's going on here. And I think that, you know, Biden don't really understand what the real issue is. They lying to him.
People lying to him.
They definitely lying to him. And yeah, I mean, so much unsafe stuff. Somebody could be bleeding all over the car, feces all over the car, piss all over the car. They telling us to go isolate a car. Take that car to service. We don't got the proper PPE. We don't got the proper PPE. Why are you putting us in danger? And then, you know what? As soon as we take off a certain amount of days, oh, you got a pattern. Now you're on house arrest. Now we gonna start popping up at your house.
That's right.
Now you can't leave your house.
Right. Or retaliation.
Exactly. You know what they do? They hide behind policies. They hide behind policies to damage us. They hide behind the contract. They hide behind their rules when their rules are suitable for them. But when it comes to service, they'll drop some rules. Believe that. They would definitely drop some rules. Like I said, everybody here is not our enemy. You know, you work at 2 Broadway, you're not our enemy. Not everybody's our enemy. We know who our enemy is, and even some people who work in 2 Broadway, you know who your enemy is in that building. We must all start banding together and sticking together as one. You say it first. We need to start banding together as one. This is serious. I don't want to have to do a part 3 because I think if I have to do a part 3, I'm gonna have a horse and carriage out here and just circle this building all day. If I have to spend my own money doing that, that's what I'm gonna do. MTA, please take these assaults serious. We do not come to work to get beat up. We do not come to work to not eat lunch. We do not come to work to have to choose between lunch and the bathroom. We don't come to work for verbal abuse. We don't come to work to be threatened to be taken out of service and all types of stuff. We come here to be professionals. We are transit professionals. We are not transit hoodlums. We are transit professionals. And I'm going to say this. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. You don't got to count on me being in this casket because of an assault. Y'all have a good day, and thanks for coming out in this rain. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out. Local 100. Local 100. Who we are. Mighty, mighty union.
Mighty, mighty union.
Reach for the stars.
Reach for the stars.
Local 100.
Local 100.
Who we are.
Who we are.
Mighty, mighty union.
Mighty, mighty union.
Reach for the stars.
Reach for the stars.
Thanks for coming out, guys. Now. We gotta take all the chairs out. Y'all gotta stop being lazy right now. Y'all gotta get out and gotta take the chairs.
And listen, tell them past their things out to me.
What?